Do you remember when we had a choice between leaded and unleaded gas? Uh, Gasoline comes without lead in it. The government used to put lead in the gasoline, which costs more money. Back in the day, uh, unleaded was more expensive than leaded gasoline. But yet, it costs them more to produce because they have to put lead in it. Not anymore, it's unleaded because they don't do the leaded additive. Pardon me while I puff the magic dragon. Your government's playing you. Been playing you for a long time, very well. Uh, yeah. Leaded gasoline costs more to make, but it was cheaper at the pump than unleaded. Gasoline does not come with lead in it, nor do they have to take the lead out of it to charge you exorbitant amounts of money per 9/10 of a gallon. We go around saying, oh, it's $5.09 a gallon. Wake up. It's $5.09 for 9/10 of a gallon. And I told people on Facebook a week ago, here's what's coming. $5. We think $4.49 is bad? And then it goes $5.09. And I also mentioned this on Facebook. Oh, God. Ever since Biden, the clone, got into office, every time the gas prices go up, you go to bed, you wake up the next morning, bam, up 30 cents, 30 cents, 30 cents. And yet you can't escape it. Every gas station that morning will be stamped exact same price. Here's how we clean up the gas. We create a little gas crisis fiasco for those clones, clowns, reptilians, all that. It took me about 12 years to keep going. Oh, no way. Okay? There is not life on Mars, okay? Don't fall for that. I saw an article today. They found two angel statues on Mars. Liar. You're going to hell. Your sin remains upon you, okay? No forgiveness. Those that you remit, they're forgiven, and those that you do not remit are unforgiven. I do not remit your sins. Yeah, so they stamped it $4.49. I bet you at $5.09, if they drop it to $4.99, oh, get so excited. Just, you don't mind pumping that so much now. If they were to drop it overnight, you won't think twice. Other than, oh, maybe it'll continue to drop. No, Biden himself said, the clone, no, that's not a clone. That's either a lookalike actor or the real McCoy. He can put together two sentences, not two stutters. He said, of course, the gas prices are going to go up because we're phasing out petroleum. They polluted the earth. They banked on their pollution, and they think we should clean it up. Yeah, and so if they're going to phase out gasoline by 2030, 2050, total emission control, all that, let them pay for it. And here's how we beat them at the pump. Oh, mother. We all go to only the gas stations that we know has an oil rig out in the ocean, okay? UDF, Kroger's, Ameristop, all them. Convenience while you're in there buying tobacco and beer and what have you. You'll just go ahead or shopping at Kroger's. You come out of Kroger's and they have a gas station there, and oh, it's so convenient. I'll just drive, 50 yards to the pump because it's convenient. You don't have to go half a mile down the road to a real gas station, okay? BP, Shell, Exxon, Gulf, uh, they control what they collect out of the earth. They're not going to give their best off the top to these little rinky-dink convenience stores and Kroger's and whatever else, probably Walmart, and, okay? And they dare to charge the same price. That's so they can test out your stupidity. You know nothing. You think you know everything. You don't know. In one moment of time, this world's going to change. And you're not going to believe your eyes. If you go down to the woods today, you're in for a big surprise. If you go down to the woods today, you won't believe your eyes. So here's how we take care of those assholes, okay? They're not assholes, they're whole asses is what they are. But we go to Shell, I started to say Bell. Shell, BP, Marathon, Exxon, Gulf, okay? And we buy only that gas. Do not buy convenience for convenience, because your laziness is going to bite you in the butt, okay? Now, if these little convenience stores that paid all that money to put the pumps in there aren't pumping it out into your car, it'll turn to petroleum jelly at the pump, in the container, within 4 months. Petroleum jelly. Vaseline! So, before I do that which I was born to do, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you're screwed. And you think you know it and you don't know it, okay? The artificial intelligence is the beast, 666. It is not the number of a man, it is the number for a man, okay? Nope, not the left hand, right hand forehead. You need to wake up. These are the days, boys. So that's what we do. And slow down 5 miles an hour. Hear that? See how God works? I watch you people in drive-through lines letting your engines run while there's 12 cars in front of you. If you pull up and you finally, you get your order, you come up and it'll take like 3 minutes before they'll answer the talking box. I used to say, "Hey, lady in the box, I would like to have," and they would laugh. But yeah, so then, Lord, help whoever this is. There's been one ambulance and fire truck and police cars after another for the last half hour. Bless the drivers. Don't let any evil spirits enter them like I saw enter one time. I was abducted by human hybrids in 2001. I couldn't believe it. I pulled off the road, the highway, 2-laner, that didn't have any traffic on it. But I heard the run. I heard the sirens, police, ambulance, fire trucks, and it kept getting louder and louder and louder. Just around the curve, I knew probably was more than we'll say 200 yards around that curve is the fire department. You're not going to escape Mystery Babylon. The whole world is one language again. No, they're not. I don't understand Italian. Well, they got these little apps that'll speak it for you. The whole world is speaking one language and you don't even get it, okay? Babylon is rising. The Tower of Babel. The One World Tower of Babel. I wonder what they all do in that building. Ever since they built the new One World Order Tower. What was that? World Tower now or something. Ever since they built it, well, before they built that, they were trying to get a mosque in that spot. How dare them? Do you remember all that? Blind 11 and all that. I see nothing, Colonel Click. My country's sick of me. Sweet land of Lucifer in the New York harbor, with a shackle clamped around Satan's ankle. That's Lady Lucifer. And I don't know if Lucifer is that lady or not, but he, she, it's not very ladylike. So that's it. Slow down 5 miles an hour. Even today, I see people out there, they won't do the speed limit. No, they got to get 10, 15 miles an hour over the speed limit. And it's pathetically ridiculous. Slow down. Back off that pedal 5 miles an hour. Leave your house 5 to 15 minutes earlier than, if I could leave now. What are you doing sitting around your house waiting 15 minutes for the clock to get, okay, I got 15 minutes to get there. No, go out your door when there's 25 minutes to get there. Okay, then you don't have to lay, a heavy foot on the pedal. And take your foot off that pedal. If someone does something, pulls in front of you, me. Okay, that's what the horns on the cars should sound like. Me. And they do. If it's a little foreign car, me, it's all about me. And whenever I hear someone lay a horn on, I don't know what's going on behind me, but the horns will talk. Me. That means wake up, the light turned green. Take your foot off the gas pedal. You don't even have to touch the brakes if you're driving correctly, okay? You don't watch the car in front of you, okay? And then all of a sudden you see the brake lights go on or someone pulls out in front of you. No. Back off. You're supposed to be one car gap between your front bumper and the rear bumper in front of you per car, okay? So, yeah, per 10 miles an hour. So if you're doing 10 miles an hour, there's one car gap, okay? And just like drive-thrus, I watch people. I've even done it. Rolled forward. I could roll forward a whole car length like they do and get right on their bumper with the exhaust coming up, the invisible exhaust. And I would roll forward about a half a car length. Leave a car gap in between once I do the order. Oh yeah, it takes them 3 minutes to go. Can I help you? I'll be right back with you. So you think, okay, they're taking care of something real quick. No, they're in there walking across the room to get one napkin. I actually watched it. Wish I could have videotaped it. She would walk, we'll say 10 feet, 12 feet, with the bag over here, putting the food in it, and it's one hamburger at a time. Walk over, take one hamburger off the rack, put it in there, walk 10 feet back over, and take another hamburger, put it in the bag. I actually watched this about a week or two ago. And then the girl walked over to the same bag with one napkin, dropped it in there. She didn't shake her head like, they might want a few more, and grab a few more and drop them in there. It was walk over, drop a napkin in it. Walk back over to the napkins, grab one more napkin, walk over there, drop it in the bag. One more napkin, okay? Make your steps count. That was the first thing Dad taught me on construction. Well, the first day I was going to labor for him to carry the hod for plastering. As we were almost to the house, I said, Dad, off the top of your head, I said, what's the first thing I need to know? And he said, make your steps count. So I started taking longer strides. And he went, what are you doing? I said, I'm making my steps count. So, if there's 20 steps, I'm cutting it down to half that, right? And he goes, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is if you know I need a tool and you're going out to the truck to get it and you see an empty bag of plaster there, electricians, we always cleaned up behind ourselves, the electricians and all of them, they didn't. And so we would have to clean it. We didn't have to, but we wouldn't complain. Just do it. And he said, when you walk by, pick up that wire. On your way out, pitch it in the trash. Get the tool. When you learn what the process of the plastering business, talking to me, he said, you'll know what tools to get. So if I send you out to get a margin trowel, and you know I'm going to need a slicker rod, okay? These are plastered walls. Your rod up, your rod across, and then if there's a little trouble spot, just slick it down a little bit with a little plastic slicker. And he said, if you know I'm going to need that, I shouldn't have to tell you, while you're out there getting the margin trowel, grab the slicker also, or the rod, whatever. And he was right, okay? You're just wearing yourself out by trying not to work. I'll just hang out all day and walk back and forth grabbing one napkin at a time. You lazy, dumbed down Americans. You're being deceived, greatly deceived. The scriptures say, the deception shall be so great that it shall deceive the very, not the elect, the very elect, if that were possible. Who is the very elect? No. The very elect is Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. They're on the earth right now. Now, there's no such thing as reincarnation. Well, you better read Revelation 14:13 again, and Ezekiel 14:14, and Genesis 8:1, and start to open up your mind. Only two things work when they're open: a parachute and an open mind. Whether you like it or not, kick against it all you want, all right? So you better wake up and be thankful that you have Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They cannot be deceived. So Revelation 14:13, the works that do follow you is, you shall be martyred. You seem to skip over that part of it, okay? Stretch your necks, let them take it up, take your head off, okay? Let them collect the bones so they can put it in the Vatican basement with all the other ones. How demonic. They got the skull of John the Baptist with jewels all over the skull. And you can see the fleshy eyes all. They also have the Virgin Mary. I thought she was assumpted up to heaven. She was so blessed. The Queen of Heaven. There is no Queen of Heaven yet. That's what the bride shall be. Love it, humor. I shall be king, and you will be my queen, though nothing will drive them away. We can be heroes, just. It used to be a big ball from all that plastering. So, do you have a word for us, Lord? Do you have a word for them, Lord? Please. You are the living word. Oh, I guess that's not the one, huh? Okay. Huh. Wow. We are fools for Christ's sake. But ye are wise in Christ. We are weak. But ye are strong. You are honorable. But we are despised. Even unto the present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place. Not we have no certain dwelling place. We have no certain dwelling place. No rapture. Enoch and Elijah, who's also St. John and John the Baptist. Seven thunders. I forget what I was going to say. Let's see. Yeah. And have no certain dwelling place. No. See, it all fell apart. I used to have like 20 different Bibles, every version out there. The best one is the Peshitta. It tells you the truth. It's unadulterated. So now that was 1 Corinthians 3:5. Now we're on Luke 24:34. And it says, Mary at the tomb. And it picks up from here. Down their faces to the earth, they said unto them, the angels, they said unto them, why seek ye the living among the dead? He is not here, but is risen. Remember how he spake unto you when he was yet in Galilee? Galilee means Gentiles. The Sea of the Gentiles. Yes, there is a replacement theology, but not total replacement, okay? For we shall make the Jews jealous of their God, of us, because we know their God, okay? They're into traditions and everything else, And my parents were Jewish, and their parents were Jewish, and I got to be Jewish too. Nope. Yeah, so God is calling the Gentiles, okay? A people that knew not God shall find him. Yeah, people that were not called shall find him. And the Jews shall get jealous. That's all in the scriptures. Let's see what we have here. St. Matthew. Wow, Lord. If thou be the Son of God, come down from the cross. Likewise, also the chief priests, mocking him, with the scribes and elders, said, he saved others, himself he cannot save. If he be the King of Israel, let him now come down from the cross, and we will believe. Yeah, right. Many works and wonders and miracles performed by Jesus, yet they did not believe. But if he comes down off that cross, yeah, okay. He trusted in God. Let him deliver him. Jesus is God. There's no God besides him. See their attitude? That's why Jehovah Jesus, one God only, O Israel, did the Exodus and all that, and slew them if they so much as murmured against him, because that was what they believed in, idol worship, and I gotta see it to believe it. Come on now. God led you out of Egypt. What? A pillar of fire by night, a cloud by day. They keep them in the shade. Okay. They've seen enough. All right. In the Revelation, it says there are 7,000 men who have not bowed their knee to Baal, barium, aluminum. In the book of Exodus. Oh, man, I know the books. Well, I got the old New Testament, King James Version. It's not King James only. Jesus did not hang on the cross for King James only. Believe that. Okay? Fear ye not, therefore. Ye are of more value than many sparrows. A sparrow represents death and release. So it's our job to make the Jews jealous for their God that they do not know. What was it the other day about a black rock? New technology coming out, and they're calling it black rock. Well, what's inside that thing that all these Muslims do circles around it, and they look ignorant? Around and around and around in circles. Woohoo! You're so dizzy. Your head's going to be spinning. I'm ready to speak, Lord, if you want to. Let's see. This is out of the book of Mark. And when they were assembled with the elders and had taken counsel, they gave large money unto the soldiers, saying, Say ye, his disciples came by night and stole him away while we slept. Really? There's probably 50 to 100 Roman soldiers guarding that. They wouldn't put one or two out there so they could be overtaken during the night. No, there'd be 50 or what they call it, a century of Roman soldiers. Okay? And if anyone came to steal that body, the soldiers would have killed them. But they fell asleep. 1, 2, 3, 5 men could not roll that stone without those soldiers, even if they were asleep, to hear it go. Okay? So wake up to these things. Think outside the black box. Oh, the black rock. Yeah, that fell from Saturn. While I'm at it, I did a little touch on this on Facebook, so I'll clean it up a little more here. Just too much stupidity. I'm watching you people day in and day out, and you are a fool, no doubt. You can't call anyone a fool. We're not in the kingdom yet, fool. Okay? Yeah, so I talked about the tomb. Jesus is Jehovah, one God only, none besides him. Well, then explain the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Well, the Father is the Logos, God, the Father. The Logos is Father. If you have the Son, you have the Father also. Oh, yeah. I've been telling people ever since God told me in 2015, I don't go around broadcasting it, but certain people, they'll get on the topic of religion. I would tell them a prophecy that a major event would happen on May the 14th, 2018. It did. Donald Trump moved the embassy. Okay. There's no prophecy in that. And then the other event was the year of 2020. I've known about that since the spring of 2003. And I have put my reputation on the line, which I don't have much of one, because I don't tell anyone. It only takes 3 followers to become an ordained minister. Like, I need the government's permission. Oh, if I want the, 203 or whatever that is, 203C write-off. Yeah, and Trump, he made it legal for churches to donate to campaigns. They are all in cahoots. Trump likes the word collusion. They're all in cahoots, okay? Each and every one of them. If you don't believe it, isn't Russia threatening, if we get involved with the Ukraine, America will be nuked? And at the same time, there's Russian cosmonauts inhabiting, what do they call that? Space shuttle? Used to be Skylab. It's a laboratory. No, it isn't. They're procreating up there. They even have a playground where the children can go out on the playground on that. Oh, God. International Space Station. International. And there's Russians on there. I don't know if there's any Chinese, but there's Russians. Okay? On our International Space Station. While Russia's threatening to nuke us if we get involved with their affairs. There's a war coming. It's called Just a rumor. You heard of World War I, World War II? Nowadays, it's just a rumor. I'm not looking forward to these days, but the tribulation of the saints is to make ready a people prepared to meet their God. You're not prepared to meet him. You think you're going to get raptured? Like, I'll just be sitting here doing a video, all of a sudden, boom, disappear, and I'm ready to look at God, the kingdom, all these weird things in there. The four beasts before the throne, Yeah, I'm ready to pop in there and look at myriads of angels and four beasts and Nope, sorry, ain't that way. To prepare a people made ready to meet their God. Now, if you're into devil worshiping, you're going to meet your God. The devil is a liar and a murderer. He comes to steal and destroy. How can he do that? Well, he can do it with kindness. Yeah. He can drive you into the wrong direction to believe something. Because the devil is evil. He is out to kill and destroy. No, he's out to kill your faith and destroy your soul. Okay? He's not out to behead you. Not until he realizes, like, ooh, the clock is ticking. And I think he can see the clock ticking. He knows his time is short. Two things can't inhabit the same spot, whether it's spiritually or materially, physically, okay? Two things cannot inhabit the same spot. So, without a lot of reasoning, it should be easy to figure out that the devil's got to get punted down to earth so that we can go up. And we were created lower than the angels to be redeemed higher in glory. I'll pause for 3 seconds, let you think what that might be. Your names are written in heaven. Oh, yes. Through reincarnation of 7, even also an 8th. There's no 9 reincarnations to any soul. Antichrist gets 8. Antichrist is Judas, who is also came a devil. The mystery of iniquity has been at work since the beginning. And there has never been a war in heaven. Nope. And Jesus saw Satan fall like lightning. I think the world's going to see that. Strike of lightning hit the earth. Just like it hit the Vatican. What Vatican means, divining serpent. The Papa Pope. Okay? Look at him. From the day he was put in that station, I would look at him and say, man, he looks like he could be. I can't say Antichrist because he's not the Antichrist. It's the whore religion. The whore that sits upon 7 mountains, 7 hills. And no, there's a town called 7 Hills right around where I live. They're hills.